What's going on, everybody? Wild Time here. It's time for some World of Warcraft. We're going to check out the sales that I've had this week from the different characters that I have. Yeah, and so see what we got. This is from last Saturday I posted, and it is Saturday again. So let's see what we have. I'll mention anything of note, anything that I think was interesting that you can look out for, etc., etc. So we're on my bank tune money buns here. Been meaning to get more than a level 1 bank tune, but I'm just, time constraints, stuff like that. So right now we are sitting at 1.5 million gold, which is a little bit less than what we ended at last time. We had like 1.6 something. So, obviously we spent money in mats and all that kind of stuff. Didn't really invest in too much this week. Didn't buy any mounts or anything. Just regular repairs from running dungeons and stuff. So let's see what we got after everything's said and done. So this is the tune that I send everything to that like takes a while to sell or isn't like in the groups that I normally have on my other characters. So I have the Brutosaur mount. So like if I have blacksmithing and engineering, I'll do blacksmithing and engineering like posts. And then the other items like mats and stuff like that I pick up. But if they don't sell, like after a couple posts, I'll send it to this guy. Let's see. Radiant leggings, old school pattern. Probably made about 300 gold on that. Infusion corpse purification. 5 of them for 1,200 gold. This is something that when you craft the new 9.2.5 gear, you can add this in there, and it gives them like bonuses, right? Like it doesn't take away from the durability of your armor, or I forget what this one does. It lets you loot extra stuff or something. Laystone gauntlets. Check this out, 1,776 gold. So if you have blacksmithing, it's super easy to go get the laystone patterns, right? And you want to keep a full set of laystone up like at all times, right? Every week I'll craft a full set of laystone and then just sort of replace it when I have time. But I want to make sure I get a whole set up there because these laystone items, they're costing about 100, 200 gold to make, if that. And look, they're selling for like 1,700. They're a pretty sick transmog actually too. So you're making, thousands of gold off the laystone stuff. Pandemonite. All right, now this is super interesting. I've got in the works a skinning farm in Legion. And when you do this skinning farm, you want to have, you buy it from the dollar on sewers, and it gives you a chance to get like these bloated stomachs when you skin. And I've done that a few times this week, and out of those bloated stomachs, you get these gems. And this Pandemonite, I'm pretty sure that's what this was, these gems, and 2 of them sold for 4,371 gold. That's pretty awesome. So that was a good one. Just some regular, mats and stuff down here. Some glyphs that are hardly selling for anything. Some more of the purification stuff. Okay, here's something interesting. For engineering, wormhole generator, Zandalar. Made about 4,000 gold on that. Here's another one. I'll probably make a video about this as well. Actually, let me write this down because I want to share with you guys some of the older patterns that you can get and make gold on. So this Phantom Blade here sold for 8,256. Cost me probably under 1,000 to make. So really good profit on that. I do believe it had to sit for like a week or so. I had to repost it, 3 or 4 times before it sold. But that's not hard because I'm reposting stuff anyway. War scrolls, etc. So let's go ahead and open all this. And some of the stuff that's still in my bank that fluctuates, like, I'm making 62 gold on these, minus 70 gold on this one. So some of the newer stuff fluctuates a lot, which is really dumb, but that's why those aren't posted. Alright, so now on money buns we are at 535,000 and 1.5 million. Let's go on to the next guy. Okay, ham sandwich, who's my main, and I'm starting to have like a second main on my demon hunter. But anyway, this guy is Alchemy and Inscription. Now you can make good money with Alchemy and Inscription, but if you've watched my channel and seen these videos, you know that I actually hate Alchemy. I'm on a high pop server, and I do have the sandstone drake. It's about the sandstone drake that you made with alchemy. As a matter of fact, I did all the alchemy from 0 to whatever it was to get it, and I got it on my first canister, and I was pumped. But the materials you have to get for it are a pain. And then on my realm, half the time it loses like 10,000 gold, which I don't know why anybody would ever craft it and then sell it at a loss, but people do that all the time. People do that in real life too, by the way. It's ridiculous. And different marketplaces and stuff. Anyway, it's not very profitable on my realm. And also you have to keep reposting. Like these here, I can make 25 gold on them, but you know, you'd have to post 200 and then you'd have to cancel scan, and that's really the way to make money with alchemy. I like to do other stuff with my time on the game. But there are some things that I still do with alchemy, like a shade stones, and every once in a while I'll sell some potions and some older potions and stuff like that. Mainly I have it to keep me and my alts prepped for like Mythic Plus and stuff like that. So, all right, let's look at some of these sales. 24,000 altogether. Soulkeeper's Spire. This is an inscription, two-handed staff. Sell these all the time. They cost about 200 or 300 gold to make, and we're selling for 1,100. So we're making really good gold on that. Shadestone 950. So made probably about 700 to 800 on this. Now this has a daily cooldown, and you have to do it with this ground stuff, ground, widow bloom, marrow, etc., etc. And you have to use that. So what I'll do is I'll buy enough of this, or I'll craft enough of this to last me like 3 or 4 days of cooldowns, and I'll just make these throughout the week. Orbital Shard, all the haters out there who are talking about, you know, oh well, the auction house charges you, and that's true, but I sold 36 of them for 4,608 gold, so I made about 1,400 gold on that. Well, I don't know, I paid 3,600 for it, so yeah, almost 1,000 gold on it. But you do have to be careful, because if you have to repost them, you got about 2 to 3 reposts before you start getting into the fees, eating into your profits. But you buy them from a vendor, super easy. Lacerite ore, this kind of stuff. I usually send this to my blacksmither, but I must have just been lazy and just posted it. This came probably from mission tables. Look at this other shade stone, 1,200 gold. So this one sold for 950. This one sold for 1,200. More orbital shards. Just some more like fish and stuff I get from questing, from mission tables. Missive of haste. Now the missives, are just, they're so like volatile, right? Like you can make 200 to 300 gold each on them one day, and then the next day lose 100 gold on them. So it just depends on what the mats are going for and stuff like that. So you got to keep an eye on that. Vantage Rune, the first ones. Potion of Spectral Agility. This is some old school potions, probably for the Mage Tower, but 1,900 out of that. More Orboreal Shards, more Potion of Agility, some War Scrolls, Glyph. So, nothing too exciting there. Didn't really do a lot on him. Just not my style. I much like crafting some of the other stuff better, but the glyphs and things can make some pretty good cash. Alright, so we are 477,000 on this guy, and we're almost back to 1.6 million. Let's move on. Alright, Deadly Wedgie, Leatherworking and Skinning. Okay, so I have a lot of plans for this guy, right? I mean, he started new, so a lot of my characters I've had for a while, so they have a lot of the old plans and that kind of stuff. This guy doesn't have any old plans, and it's hurting me, right? But it takes time to get those. Like, I want to get the dredged leather bladder recipe, and I want to get the different skinning level ups. It just takes time. So, for example, like on skinning, so if you want to skin like in Legion, right? So you can get these, BFA, you can get this dredged leather, and you start out with 0 points, and you get like 1 dredged leather per kill, and then you get to 140, and then you can get this 1 star, and then you can get more per kill, and then you get a random drop, and then you have to summon a rare, and then you kill the rare, and then you get another thing that gives you the level 2, and on like that. Stonehide leather, same thing. You get it from the quest vendor, you get a drop, you up the skill, you get another drop, you up the skill, etc., etc. So it does take a while to make it to where some of these skinny farms are profitable. So there's some other patterns too, like the war bear harness and stuff like that I want to get for leatherworking. So a lot of stuff in the works for him. But let's see what we got here so far. Total of 41,000 gold on this guy. See if there's anything of note. Stonehide leather. Now this was selling for about 9 gold each, and so I want to do. I actually got a note to do a video about this. Right, this is the one I mentioned earlier, because this can be a really profitable farm. Anyway, Stonehide leather, desolate scale vest. Probably only made 100 gold on that. Same with these here. This desolate stuff, you make a few hundred gold each on, which it takes you a second to craft it, right? And then if you don't post it, you know, like 10 times and it sells, you're going to make, you know, some pretty good gold on it. Stonehide leather, again, right here, they were selling for a lot less, right? So up here, they were selling for like 9. I think they were selling for like 2 or something like that down here. So I just sold them off. Storm scale. Okay, so here's some of the, this is probably the 233 gear. 3,000, 3,500, 2,200, 2,700. And I run into where, like, I'll craft these and they're making profit, and then when I go to repost them, like, somebody just dropped the price, right? And you're not making any gold on them, so you just got to wait it out. Shadow scale pauldrons. This is probably the level 87s with the relics in there. Shadebound vest. This was probably a 262 Shadebound pauldron, 7,600 gold. Now that looks awesome, right? You're like, oh yeah, 7,600 gold, that's nice. But I probably had to pay about 5,000, maybe 6,000 gold to craft it, right? So same down here. So you're making a couple thousand, but you're putting a lot out, a lot of capital out, and tying it up into it as well. Just some more desolate stuff. All right, let's open that. Okay, and that brings us to 137,000, almost 138,000. It puts us at 1.6 million, 1,630,000. Nice. So we're over where we were last week already. And then let's see, just out of curiosity, see if we got any auctions that are sold. Yes, one bloodstained bone for 18 gold. All right, let's move on. All right, Beard of War. I really actually liked crafting on blacksmithing and engineering so far. Blacksmithing has been the most profitable crafting for me in Shadowlands so far. I do have the ability to make 233 and 262 now with my blacksmith, with my leatherworker, and with my tailor. So I have to work up on the other ones. Some of my, like, jewel crafter and stuff isn't even up to level 60, so that might not happen. Who knows? But blacksmithing has by far been the one that is the most profitable with the new gear. I've been posting videos as well about some old school, like, engineering patterns. I don't know why engineering just sort of caught my eye recently, selling toys and stuff like that, and it's been working out, right? So this guy by far has the most gold at 187,000 in the mailbox. These volatile fires, so I'm farming Marks of the World tree, and I made a video about that to get the Witch Hunter scythe. I'm farming those, and the mobs you're killing are giving you volatile fire, which are selling for like 30 gold a piece. So that's a super nice bonus when you're doing those. So we got some of that. Steelbound harness. Okay, if you watched the video last week, you know that I bought a bunch of these out for 28. No, I bought a bunch of them out for 30,000. And then I had them for like 2 weeks, and the price was just tanking. So I was like, I'm just going to get the money back for them. But now they're actually selling for 38,000. So if I can get rid of them for 38,000, that's more like what I was looking to do. So that'd be nice. Because you can see here, sold it for 26,600. Here's something interesting. Pump action bandage gun, 1,437. This is a Legion little thing that shoots bandages and heals people. I guess I've never actually seen it in action, but I've sold them a lot, and you're making over 1,000 gold on them, and they're selling at least a couple a week. Ceremonious sabatons, I mean, this is costing 50-60 gold to make, and then you're getting 420 back. Shadow steel breastplate. So if you look here, check this out. Shadow steel breastplate, somebody had, like, the either It's man, you can't do it. It's because it's saying it's 598 at the 233, which maybe is right, but it's way low on TSM. So sometimes TSM isn't right. You got to go in and actually look at the auction house. But it didn't auto post because the functions I have set up saw that I was only making 14 gold. But this one here, the Shadow Steel breastplate, this maybe was the 262. I'm not sure. It doesn't tell you in here, I don't think. But 4,000 gold. Another steelbound harness. So just getting the money back on those, what I can of it. Actually, a loss here, actually. Lost about 3,000 gold on this, but did get the gold back. Ceremony stuff, another pump action bandage gun. Ghost Iron Dragonling. This is an engineering trinket, and it has the cogwheels in it. And the cogwheels can hold like Tinker's gear, which is selling for an astronomical amount. I mean, it's old school Pandaren gems, essentially, that can go into this, pretty much this one thing specifically, and increases your haste, etc., etc. But we're making about 2,000 gold on this Dragonling here. So keep your eye out on my making gold with engineering playlist that I have, and I've been posting those. There's some stuff in there, so going to be more stuff going in as well because I've been having a good time with engineering. Quick Tinker's gear. This is what I was talking about. This one sold for 760, but if you look, that was actually low. Look at this. So this is all the ones that I sold in the past week. Now these things cost like 200 gold to make, if that. And so you've got this one that sold for 1,140. Same thing here. Same thing here. So 4 of them sold for 1,140 each, which is crazy. So we're making like 1,000 gold. So this is 4,000 gold profit right here just on these. I did make a video specifically about these if you want to check that out. Yep, and then the price dropped, but I was still making like 500 gold, so that was fine with me. Let's see, some more Shadow Steel stuff. 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. Crafted Dreadful Gladiators War Boots. Check this out. So I don't know how this got to 11,000. I auto posted it, but these things cost like 200 gold to make, and it sold for 11,320 gold. They do not sell for this all the time, so maybe this was a mistake or an error or something, but somebody bought it for 11,000 gold. So good for me. On this online auction house, there are no returns, so I'll take it. Mechabot Imprint Matrix. I sell these as I've been funneling my Bloods of Sargeras into these, so making about 8k off of this, and just on down some more stuff. Wormhole Generator. I sold 2 back to back, and making about 2,000 gold each on these for Kultiris. Ceremonious Helm. This is crazy too, right? So this is just your basic green Ceremonious Helm, sold for 1,000 gold. It probably cost me like 100 gold to make, if that. So blacksmithing and engineering have been really good. Blacksmithing the best by far on my realm. New content. Precise Tinker's Gear. Here's another one. So instead of the quick Tinker's Gear, here's a precise one. Gives you a different stat. 2,300 gold. Sweet. And then Sky Golem. I did sell a Sky Golem. Now the Sky Golem, I probably made about 8,000 on it. And I just keep on posting. I make a jars every day and just post these when they come up. It's not the best way to make gold, but it's something. Swap Blaster, another interesting thing. I made a video about recently as well in that engineering series. 4,700 gold. Cost me maybe 300 or 400 gold to make. So making a killing on this toy. So altogether 187,000 and a half on Beard of War. Let's go ahead and open everything. Alright, I was actually excited about that. I've been wanting to clean out that mailbox all week, but I figured out a way for everybody to check it out. So it gives us 533,000 and a half on him and up to 1.8 million. So already from last week, we're up 200,000 K in gold. Let's check out our last one here. Okay, Deadly Wedgie. This guy is brand new to making the 233s. He is tailoring and enchanting. And I've got some exciting stuff in here that we're going to open too. Looks like some stuff sold while we were out. Let's see what that is real quick. Oh yeah, so some hypnotic dust. So this, anytime I get like when I'm doing a farm and I get old stuff that is gonna disenchant for more, I just send it to this guy. Shadow Lace Cow, an 87. So yeah, look at that, 150 gold to make. So quick 500 or 400 gold right here. Same thing here, 400 gold right here. Just on the Shadow Lace stuff, just on your basic 87 things. So these both had a novice crafter's mark in them, which makes them able to be used at 50. So that was nice. Shadow Scale trousers, same thing, 500 gold, nice. Shrouded cloth mittens, 48 gold to make, 350 gold profit, and those are waiting to come in. So easy peasy on that. Sometimes you make more gold on the your basic stuff than you do on the higher level things. Okay, so we've got 67,000 to pull from this guy, and I've started to be on him more this week. So we've got just a bunch of your standard enchants. Here's something super exciting. This is super cool, and I just found out about this for some reason this week because I haven't been on this guy too much. Legion patterns. Enchant neck mark of the trained soldier sold for 3,700 gold, and this cost me it's like 12 leylight shards and like 12 chaos crystals or something like that, and so it only cost me a few hundred gold to make. Actually, let's check it out real quick. Let's see. Let's go to enchanting. Let's go to mark. Yeah, so look at all these marks right here. Mark of the claw, gonna make 3,000 gold on it. Mark of the trained soldier, gonna make 1,000 gold on it. Right, so it does cost a little bit to make, depending. And I don't remember it costing that much. Okay, so here's what happened. So right now, these chaos crystals are going for 75 gold, and they're normally 37. Like shard going for 145 gold, normally selling for 13. What I did is I bought enough to make like 10 of each, so I didn't get stuck paying those high prices. So my profits are going to be astronomically higher than this. I mean, it's only going to cost me probably under 1,000, maybe like 500 or 600 to make these. So, you know, we're going to make like 2,000 on them instead of that 1,000. But even still, if you bought them like that, you're still making some pretty good gold. 10 into versatility, just your regular stuff there. I think these are the old ones actually. Mark of the claw, again, Legion pattern, 5,582. This is good for the mage tower because I don't think you can enchant anything current on your neck, right? Like there's no Shadowlands neck enchant. So if you're going into the mage tower and you want to be, you know, to the teeth with your stats, then you're gonna need one of these. Shadow Lace Cow, that's probably a 262. Deep Sea Satin, I'm still selling this off. I've bought so much of it in BFA and then stopped playing for a while, so I have a ton of it, and it's selling right now for 24, but it was selling for like 35, 40 gold also. I'm selling that off. There's really not a lot that I found to do with it too much anymore. More Deep Sea Satin, Enchant Bracers, Deep Sea Satin. So Deep Sea Satin would actually, if you could, be a good thing to farm if you get a group going or you want to do it solo, I guess. Deep Sea Satin, Deep Sea Satin. So this is the one I think that prompted me to start making these neck enchants. Mark of the Claw, 7,700 gold. That is awesome. So I've sold several of those. So let's just look. Yeah, so the marks here, I've sold 2 Mark of the Claws, a Mark of the Hidden Satire, and a Mark of the Trained Soldier. For a total of almost 19,000 gold, just, you know, this week, putting them up one at a time. So that's pretty good. All right. Open all. So as I said before, I am going to plan to do a video about the mark enchants. That's probably going to be my next video if everything goes well. So keep your eye out for that. And I'm going to post my engineering playlist at the end of this video. I'll leave the playlist so you can just click on it and go right to it and look at some of the engineering stuff that I've been doing to make some killer gold. All right, So there's that one. And 202,000. We are at 1.886269 gold. So let's do the math real quick. 1.886269. Okay, so we started at 1.5 and we're at 1.8, and then all the numbers after that. So total we made this week, 363,000 gold, 363,677 gold in the week, and that just comes from crafting through different characters and stuff like that. So that's pretty good, right? I mean, that's going to let you pretty much do whatever you want in the game. If you need to buy legendaries, no problem. I mean, like, you know, gold ain't no thing, right? Just buy the legendary for 15, 20K. Not a big deal. You want to buy mounts? Buy mounts. So just getting these crafting professions up, and even just in the old ones, right? I'm not even selling a crap ton of new content stuff. Just taking the time to look and see what sells, and then just logging in, you know, every day I'm reposting. You could do it 2, 3, 4 times a week if you wanted. You'll find out the best times to post and stuff like that, and then you're getting your gold, and you're good to go. So super fun, good thing to do. Side note, I also have a real life channel about making real life gold, reselling on Amazon. If you're interested in that, I'll just start leaving the link down below in case, you know, you think that's kind of cool. It is kind of cool to go out and find things that that sell. It's like real life farming, right? So it's pretty cool to make extra money, and that's pretty much what I use to get my game time and all, just, you know, whatever side thing I want to do to have fun with. So I'll leave that down below. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the content, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like the video, give it a thumbs up. Remember, it's just a game. Take it easy, and until next time, I'll catch you all later.